Today we're talking about The Visitor by Lee Child, the fourth novel in the Jack Reacher series. This is one of the quieter, darker entries in the series. It doesn't rely on spectacle or constant action. Instead, it pulls you in through tension, atmosphere, and a slow, methodical unraveling of something that feels deeply wrong from the very beginning. Before getting into the review, here's a brief synopsis. Jack Reacher is drawn into an FBI investigation involving the deaths of several women, all connected to the military and all officially ruled an accident. The pattern is subtle, almost invisible, but Reacher notices inconsistencies that don't sit right. As he works alongside FBI agents, the case gradually exposes a carefully hidden predator operating under the guise of normalcy. That's all you need going in. One of the most interesting things about The Visitor is how it handles the mystery itself. Unlike many traditional whodunit thrillers, the unpredictability here doesn't come from excessive complexity or clever misdirection. In fact, if you actively try to analyze the clues and focus only on identifying the killer, there's a good chance you might piece it together. What makes the book effective is how the story is presented. The narrative constantly diverts your attention without ever losing your interest. Subplots, character interactions, procedural details, and investigative dead ends subtly pull your focus away. Even while a quiet curiosity about who is responsible and how they're doing it never fully disappears. The mystery doesn't confuse you, it distracts you. And that's what makes it work. This is also a novel where Reacher's intellect takes center stage. He's still physically imposing, still capable of violence when necessary, but the emphasis here is on his ability to observe, analyze, and notice patterns that others miss. His strength lies in restraint and logic rather than brute force. Reacher's military background combined with his understanding of human behavior allows him to see through assumptions that everyone else takes at face value. It reinforces the idea that he is dangerous not just because he can fight, but because he can think. Without getting into spoilers, the antagonist in The Visitor is unsettling because of how unremarkable everything appears on the surface. There's no grand theatrics or obvious menace. The danger is quiet, calculated, and hidden behind routines that seem harmless. Lee Child maintains a cold procedural tone throughout the book that fits the FBI setting perfectly. The pacing is deliberate, sometimes slow, but always purposeful. There's a constant underlying tension, a feeling that the truth is worse than anyone realizes. What makes The Visitor stand out in the Reacher series is its restraint. It's less about domination and more about deduction, less about chaos and more about control. The story unfolds patiently, trusting the reader to stay engaged without needing constant action to hold their attention. The Visitor is a darker, more cerebral Jack Reacher novel. Its unpredictability comes not from complexity but from how cleverly it diverts your attention while quietly grounding you towards the truth. If you enjoy Reacher at his most analytical and if you prefer thrillers that rely on tension and psychology rather than non stop action, this book is an easy recommendation. It proves that sometimes the most effective mysteries aren't the loudest ones, they are the ones that stay just subtle enough to keep you looking in the wrong direction.